Right now at 6, Meriden city manager in hot water. Officials say he is off the job for now. What we know this morning.
So a man accused in a deadly dirt bike crash turned himself in. We'll have the latest from Groton ahead.
And the future of Hartford Brainard Airport up in the air. Fox 61's Lindsay Kane is going to share what's next.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good morning. Happy Friday. Thanks for starting yours off with us here at Fox 61 and Fox 61 Plus America Areas.
And I'm Tim Lammers. Good morning. Yes, happy Friday. Let's get right over to meteorologist Matt Scott. I want to know what the next 3 days are looking like. Are we going to get even a drop of rain?
Oh, boy.
Possibly.
No. Listen, if we get a drop of rain, we talked about this last hour. If we get a drop of rain, it's literally a drop of rain. That's it. It's a dry weekend. You do not need to worry about the rain for the first time in a very long time. Weekend's dry. Turn into temperature corner, and weekend's going to get mild as well. And the weather is worry-free. We have a few clouds out there now, a light wind, if anything at all, and that's good news for bucket list fans. Later on, we'll be checking in with Keith and Rachel. You'll see why. Wind is out of the south and west. Temperatures, everybody at 30 or better. Look at a fast warm-up in New Haven at 44 degrees. That's not bad. 35 in Hartford, got 30 Meriden, Willimantic, and Putnam. On the way up to the mid to upper 50s when the kids get off the bus later on this afternoon to start their weekend. We're looking at temperatures in the mid 50s, and all in all, a nice weekend. And I don't want you to focus on one or two raindrops. Focus on the fact that it's going to be nice, mild, even with the clouds, going to feel good. Talk about that coming up in a few minutes. Let's see if you're feeling good on the road. Symphony Privet, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, and good morning to you, Sunshine. If you're just waking up, joining us on this Friday morning, let's get you caught up with what's happening outside on this Friday. Now, we are accident-free so far. Let's go ahead and take a live look in downtown Hartford as folks get up and at it. Taking a quick look at the Hartford drive times, no delays reported on 91, 84, or Route 2, so it's looking good so far. Down in Waterbury, similar scene, so you shouldn't see any holdups out there. In New Haven, 91 south looking good, 95 north looking good as well, but we are seeing our usual slowdown on 95 south reported around this time. Heading down to Bridgeport, you'll get there in about 27 minutes. We'll have another update for you at 6:30 and details on that big lateral bridge slide project happening in Westport. That's coming up at 6:30.
Well, Meriden's city manager is once again getting a lot of attention this morning. The city council released a statement saying that Timothy Kuhn was involved in an incident with police. It didn't give any details about what exactly happened, but the council said it plans to hold a special meeting about it Monday night at 5:30. And until then, Meriden's police chief Robert Rosato will serve as the acting city manager. You might remember Kuhn was arrested on a charge of DUI earlier this year. Groton police have made an arrest in a deadly dirt bike crash. Scott Whipple has been charged in the death of Tiara Wheeler. That happened during a street takeover in August. Police said Wheeler was riding on a dirt bike with Whipple when he ran a red light and crashed into a car. They said this was at the intersection of Long Hill Road and Meridian Street Extension. Whipple was released after posting a $200,000 bond.
Happening today, calling hours will be held for a visiting nurse who was killed while on the job last weekend in Willimantic. Joyce Grayson was 63 years old. According to her obituary, calling hours will be held between 4 and 8 p.m. at Tillinghast Funeral Home. That's in Danielson. A funeral service will be held tomorrow at the Federated Church of Christ in Brooklyn, Connecticut. And Willimantic police say Grayson was found dead inside a halfway house for sex offenders. The visiting nurse was assigned to care for a man who had recently been released from prison as a convicted sex offender. That man, Michael Reese, is in police custody on unrelated charges. Police say they consider him a suspect in the killing. And a man charged in a deadly hit and run in New Britain faces a judge for the first time. 25-year-old Sam Harris is accused of hitting Brenda Catucci with his vehicle in front of a fire station on South Main Street. This happened Wednesday night. Catucci was taken to the hospital where she died. Police say surveillance images of a white Infiniti led them to Harris's home. Court documents show Harris told police that he left the gym, smoked some weed, and then out of nowhere, his car window broke. Prosecutors are painting a different picture.
It looks like speed was a factor. Officers located the vehicle owned by this defendant, had the starred windshield, and had some substance consistent with blood on the windshield.
Harris remains in custody with bail set at $1 million. He's set to be back in court in 2 weeks. The future of Hartford Brainard Airport is up in the air after a debate on whether parts of the airport should close.
Yeah, so now the decision is in the hands of state lawmakers. Fox 61's Lindsay Kane is live at the airport with the details on the decision they've got to make. Lindsay, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Well, in a nearly 2,000-page report, the firm hired by state lawmakers says the airport should remain open, but they say parts of it should be closed for development. Now, the report says specifically that the crosswind section should be closed for things like parking and warehouse space. Now, the Hartford Brainard Airport Association is hoping the development is used for aviation. The other options in the report looked at the potential for industrial and commercial development if the airport were to close.
We're afraid that it's still not off the table to close the airport, but a repeated recommendation has been to keep the airport open. It has to be acted on by legislation in the state Senate. It's not a private airport. The airport is owned by the Connecticut Airport Authority. If the state legislature in their decision-making decide to pass legislation to close the airport, then it has to get FAA approval, but that would be the mechanism to close the airport entirely.
The report ultimately concluding that closing the airport for industrial, commercial, and even residential development would cost nearly $1 billion. Airport advocates hope that lawmakers see the airport as a way for more growth and opportunities in the area. Now, the report has been submitted to the Senate Finance Committee, and they will hold public hearings before any decision is made. Live in Hartford this morning, Lindsay Kane, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Well, Lindsay, thank you for that update. We do appreciate it. All right, new for you this morning. The lineup is set for Road Race Saturday in Manchester. Organizers say all the activities leading up to the Manchester Road Race on Thanksgiving will take place at Manchester High School on Saturday, November 18th. And among those events, the most popular one may be the Little Manchester Road Race there on the high school track. Also the Health and Fitness Expo, which is held in the high school cafeteria. There'll also be walk-in registration event and bib pickup and seating for runners. The road race itself, again, is Thanksgiving Day. That's November 23rd, and Fox 61 is a media partner. Once again, we are proud to broadcast the race for you live right here on Fox 61.